Hello again, this is Tim Lloyd from gmat.cz. We're part of the Gain Access group in the Czech Republic, serving clients from across Central and Eastern Europe and Russian-speaking countries. This question is question 10 from our online assessment test. It introduces the concept of a parallelogram. Now, a parallelogram can come in many shapes and sizes, but basically opposite sides will always be parallel. Okay, parallel. Thank you, Tim. That means they basically follow exactly the same direction on a plane, and they will never ever meet. Now, some people might talk about infinity, but that's not what we're worried about in GMAT. So here are three examples. Okay, this looks a bit like a square, so let's say each angle's 90. But anyway, the opposite angles, okay, in a parallelogram are always equal. This is another thing that you need to remember. So opposite sides are equal and opposite angles. Adjacent angles may be equal, okay, in a rectangle or a square, but that's not what we're interested in this particular question, okay? So another thing you need to know is that every parallelogram contains 360 degrees if it's, let's say, four sides. So basically any four-sided shape will contain 360 degrees if the sides are a square line. Anyway, without getting complex, let's draw a oh, look at that. That's a very good parallelogram, Tim. It's going to be a good day. So let's label all the angles. Now, normally we start A, B, C, D, and we normally go clockwise, okay? And then we start putting in all the information. Now, in this case, I've been a little bit sneaky, and you'll see why. Let's say that we now take the information from the question and we try to put it into this diagram. Okay, now one of the angles is 11 times the other angle, the adjacents. So in this case, D and C are the ones I'm talking about. So one of them we're going to label X, and the other one we're going to label 11X. Okay, now just hold on a second. Which one of these should be 11x? Well, unfortunately, it would be C, because clearly C is bigger. So we have to start again. It happens. It only takes a few seconds. The vital thing to do in GMAT is make sure, especially GMAT geometry questions, that you get the information onto paper and double check all the information, because you cannot make any false assumptions in geometry, or especially GMAT geometry, and especially any GMAT question. So part of the focus we'll have during our course is, of course, not making false assumptions. Now, this is the correctly labeled parallelogram. Sorry, it doesn't normally go in this direction. Thank you, Tim. But hey, we have to get the information from the question, not assume anything. So in this case, C is the smaller angle, D is the larger angle. It's 11 times the size of C. And because opposite angles are always equal in these parallelograms, 11 plus 11 plus 1 plus 1 equals 24. So that means the internal angle, okay, the total internal angles contained in this are 360, and we just divide that by 24. That will give us, in this case, X, which is saying angle C or angle A. Okay, now 360 is even and divisible by 3. Okay, 24 is even and divisible by 3. So that means we can just divide both those numbers by 6 to simplify. 360 divided by 6 is 60. 24 divided by 6 is 4. 60 divided by 4 is 15. Therefore D, okay, because that was of course C or X if we like. D, which is 11x, therefore is 11 times 15. I did a little cheeky mental math step here. I did 10 times 15 plus 1 times 15. That avoids having to do long multiplication and is known as mental math. There you go. The answer choice is D, because D is 165 degrees. A size of 15 would be a trap answer, because that would be the smaller angle. Okay, thank you very much. The next question is question 11, and if you have any questions regarding this or any questions connected to our services, please contact us on the link below. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.